Okay, guys, last portion of our lessons for the story, The Interlopers. Okay, so if you are looking at your PDF file, you will notice that there are 3 pages, 39, 40, and 41, which are kind of like if you had a workbook, this would be a workbook page. Okay, so that's what 39 looks like. That's what um, 40 looks like, and this is what 41 looks like, okay? So we're going to do each one of these, okay? I'm just going to hold them up and then we'll go over, make sure you understand them. You can do these in a PDF doc. You can do them in a Microsoft doc and just send it to me. I'll put my email. I'll make sure that my email is available so you can send that to me. If you do it in a Google Doc, it really, and attach it, it's a lot easier, or you can email me. It's totally up to you, okay? But in order to get credit, you have to have all 3 of these, okay? So I'm just going to let you know it's a surprise ending, resolves the story's conflict in a totally unexpected yet logical way. A surprise ending may be a powerful way of suggesting an author's theme or underlying message about human nature and people's behavior. Fill out the graphic organizer in order to explore the surprise ending. Okay, first of all, I don't expect you to use this graphic organizer unless you are a really um, techie, savage kind of person and you want to go for it. That's fine. You can just list this as surprise ending, and then 1, explain, 2, speculate, 3, analyze. Okay? So the explain says, why did the ending surprise you? Okay? What did you expect to happen? These 2 men are lying on the ground and they're saying, hey, you're going to be my buddy, you're going to be my friend. What did you expect? And then all of a sudden, the wolves come. Okay? Speculate. What do you think happens to the men in the end? What do you think? Did their men show up? Did the wolves eat them? Do they eat one and leave the other? I mean, what is it? What do you think is going to happen? A surprise ending kind of leaves it so that the reader can fill in the blanks. Okay? And then analyze, how is the ending related to the story's theme or message? So it's really important to understand theme. And we talked about that as one of our standards. Determine theme or central idea in detail over the course of a text. So what do you think the theme is? What is Saki trying to tell us in this story? Man versus man. Is it a good thing? Does anyone win a conflict? Is there such a thing as I'm the victor and you're the loser? Or do both parties somehow lose themselves? These 2 men were fighting a war, so to speak, against each other that happened 3 generations before. So their fathers and their father's father, their grandfathers, were actually the people who started this little conflict, this argument, and somehow it got passed down to them. They don't even know what they're arguing over anymore. What? He looked at me wrong? Don't you be looking at me, okay? It's the same thing. Man versus man. So the theme of this story that Saki is trying to get across to the audience is when man versus man, or man is in conflict with another man, are there really any winners? Or do both parties, both sides, lose something in this conflict? How is that ending with the wolves related to this theme of, are there really any winners? Of all this arguing, all the time that they wasted on arguing, all the manpower that they wasted guarding this stupid piece of land, all the manpower that was used trying to poach the deer. What did it get them in the end? Nothing. So analyze that for me. Okay, and then there's this page 40, okay, which is the vocabulary. Now, if I read these directions, you're going to go, oh, this is so easy, okay? It says, for each of the sentences below, choose the word that is the synonym of the italicized word to own. Write the letter of the synonym on the line provided. You can just write vocabulary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and tell me the letter. Now, a synonym is a word that means the same, exactly. So what I need for you to do is find those, go back into the story, look at those words, precipitous, acquiesced, marauder, languor, succor. What do those words mean? And then you want to find the synonyms for each one. Okay? All right? I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. All right. This, on page 41, is called a plot graph. Okay? A plot graph, I truly believe that everybody in here has probably done a plot graph at one time or another. Kind of looks like this. They got a whole lot of stuff on theirs. Mine's a little more simplistic, okay? There is a conflict down at the bottom, okay? There are, okay, remember, this is a mirror. There are complications. Sorry. I can't do this upside down. There are I'm trying to get over to it. There, right there. Complications, and then go up to the climax, and then it comes, whoops. Then it comes, no, I went over too far. Then it comes down to the resolution. You guys will get a kick out of watching me do this anyway, okay? It comes down to the resolution, okay? The resolution is the solution. That's why it's part of the word. Climax is the highest point. What event kind of turns everything down to the resolution or down to the solution to this problem? What are the complications and what's the initial conflict or the problem? Now, it's got like 6 complications. I'm not asking you to give me 6, okay? And you can write it this way. If you want to put it in a plot graph, I don't know how you would get it onto a Google Doc, but you could try. If you're really, like I said, tech savvy and all that kind of stuff, you could do it, okay? So you're going to write, oops, I erased climax. Here we go. There we are. You can just write it like this. Conflict, tell me what the conflict is. Complications, tell me 3 things that helped to either create or continue the conflict in the story. What's the climax? What's the highest point in the story? What happens that changes these 2 individuals that makes them want to resolve or come to a solution to the problem? And what's the resolution? What's the solving of this problem? Maybe not the ending, but definitely how they solve the problem. Okay? That's it. We're done with the story. Now, you will probably see the story again on an assessment. And it could be one created by me. It could be one that I pulled up out of the textbook. It could be one I pulled offline. Oh my God, Miss Cole, really? Yes, really. Okay? But there will be an assessment. Okay? So just be looking for it, okay, guys? All right, folks. Have fun with this. Bye.